I'm Vincent Hill from 2 Works for You. Here are today's top stories. Tulsa police officer Lindsey will be laid to rest this week. Lindsey passed away last week from complications of coronavirus. Visitation will be this Wednesday from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. at the Manfred Funeral Home. The funeral is then Thursday at 2 o'clock at Victory Church in Tulsa. His graveside service will be Friday at 1 o'clock at the Granfield Memorial Cemetery in Granfield, Oklahoma. Visitation and the funeral are open to the public. And tracking the coronavirus, today the Oklahoma Department of Health reported 1,349 new cases, meaning more than 124,000 Oklahomans have tested positive since the start of the pandemic. 8 more Oklahomans have also died, bringing the total number of deaths to 1,345. Meanwhile, more than 107,000 Oklahomans have recovered from the virus, with 15,000 current active cases. And looking ahead to tomorrow, some changes that will affect your ride on Tulsa Transit. Riders will now be required to wear a mask on all buses. Masks are also required at bus stops and shelter stations, and social distancing is not possible. Tulsa Transit says they're doing their part to reduce the spread of COVID in Tulsa County. Drivers will have masks available to pass out while they last. Tulsa Transit says no mask, no ride. And now let's get a check of today's forecast with meteorologist Brandon Woolley. Brandon.
Vincent, we're looking at frost advisories and freeze warnings across the area overnight tonight through tomorrow morning. Frost advisory around Sallisaw, Vian, Gore, up towards Muskogee, Haskell, Coweta, BA, Tulsa, and up towards Owasso through 8 o'clock in the morning. 35 degrees by tomorrow morning in Tulsa. Again, a frost advisory for the metro area. Light winds, all less than about 10 miles per hour. The daytime high tomorrow easily into the upper 60s. South winds kind of breezy between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Upper 50s at 11, 65 and south winds at 2, 66 a warmer day later in the day at 5. Your latest 10-day forecast, 74 degrees on Election Day after starting out into the mid-40s with mostly sunny skies. 70s continuing all the way through about the 9th of November. Then we're still expecting a change to come in with a cold air mass by the 10th of November and the 11th. Daytime highs into the 40s and morning lows around freezing. Vincent?
All right, Brandon, thank you, and thank you so much for watching. I'm Vincent Hill, 2 Works for You.